Whew. See, Caden, I told you I wouldn't bounce. You owe me $10. Howdy doody, poopies. This right here, what you're watching, that's on your screen, is the very last episode of Campus Update. Forever. Okay, maybe just this year. But Campus Update is going to finish off this year nice and strong, and there might be a special segment at the end. So let's start this show off by throwing it over to a student in the spotlight segment on Grace Cross.
I wish people didn't see wheelchairs as like something that you're bound to, rather as something that gives you freedom. My experience as a disabled student on campus has definitely changed ever since I've started to use my wheelchair. I'm able to like more easily identify when things are not accessible because, you know, when I was not using a wheelchair, I could be like, oh, well, I can just like walk up these stairs and it's not that big of a deal. I feel like a wheelchair just adds another barrier that like allows my disability to be more visible, which is a good thing, but also not the best. I'm not able to go in a regular bathroom stall if I really have to go to the bathroom because I have to wait for the accessible stall to be open. And for the first few days, it was like I did get a bit of like negative attention. Now it's kind of just like people don't pay attention at all, which I guess is a little bit worse. Like all my teachers and everyone has been very accommodating. Most people have just been very understanding and like holding the door open and things. So that's just, I really appreciate it. My chair it gives me a lot of freedom. I used to have to be able to get my mom or like my parents to take me anywhere that I wanted to go. Now I can like go to the store if I need to grab something, and like I can go to Seacliff. Freshman year, my friends would always go to Seacliff and I would be left behind because I wouldn't be able to walk that far of a distance. And now I go pretty much every day, which is great because I need to be able to eat. And that wasn't something that was very easily accessible to me, which is not very good. People use the elevator a lot. Like, I understand if you have an injury or if you are disabled and you need to use the elevator, but you don't necessarily need to bring a group of people in there with you, because that just makes it more difficult for people like me to use the elevator. For negative experiences that I've had being in my chair, most of it happened in the beginning, and that sort of caused a little bit of like an outrage where I was like, nobody's going to not pay attention to me anymore. I'm going to make sure that people like really understand what it's like to be a disabled person, because I got like doors slammed in my face, and that had never happened to me before. Ever since I kind of got angry, I guess, people have started to care more. And I think that's really all it takes is just for you to, you know, use your voice and say when something hurts you or harms you. That was really important that I did that, and I'm proud of myself for doing that because now people are more aware. My friends are now more conscious about accessibility, gives disabled people more visibility. This campus is doing very well in terms of accessibility, and I'm very thankful.
Thanks, Grace, for sharing your experience. Speaking of you guys, the students, let's take a look at the celebration that took place recently to celebrate the senior class of 2022. Represent!
Every year I work with the school counselor. We talk to seniors about essays, FAFSA, doing applications. We have application workshops. We work and talk with them. We listen to them, help them figure out where they want to go, how to apply, and we work with financial aid. And then we help them celebrate at the end of the year after they have made their choices and give them good advice to the next step. And we're very excited that this event happened today and that they get to enjoy this with their families and their friends.
I'm so excited. It's so great to see all my friends and their college stuff. I would just tell everybody to like have fun in their high school years and don't focus too much on getting into college because everything will work out and you'll find the best school for you.
We're going to major in performing arts at Point Park University. I'm musical theater and Sophia's dance!
Applications are expensive and apply for scholarships early because college is overpriced.
Well, a number one school class was Avid, because that's the class that like really helped me with college. So I do recommend taking that if that's what you're looking for. But yeah, just stay on the A through G path and then you'll be fine. Don't give up and keep striving for your dreams. So one time, our friend Jack, oh, he's right here.
Let's go Sun Devils!
Get out of here. Okay, so one time Jack and Max were running around that amphitheater and he missed a step and then he fell. And that was the best memory because it was in front of everybody. So everybody was just like laughing at him.
Yeah.
I'm excited and I'm nervous, really nervous, because nobody tells you how difficult it's going to be when your student goes off to college. But I'm super excited. Zot Zot,
Hey!
UCI. It's an amazing experience to see your kids succeed.
And start saving up.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Awesome.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Costs a lot of money.
Right.
Don't waste all your time just studying. Enjoy the moments in between and not forget about your friends.
It was so fun seeing everyone there. Another event that happened recently on campus was HBHS Culture Night hosted by Bridges. Let's go see.
I am Vivian Bowie. I'm the president of the Bridges program that put on this event right here. So we're a program focused on making our campus more inclusive and welcoming to everyone. So one of the events we put on is Culture Night, which helps celebrate diversity on campus. Super awesome, as you can see by the turnout. We're just glad to have our in-person events back, and yeah, thank you everyone who came, and
You rock.
fight on!
Fight on! Fight on! Do you guys have any involvement with tonight? Like, how do you feel about tonight? I think this is insane because, especially given, recent events in the world, just coming together as a school and cultures and embracing each other and, like, all of our differances and becoming one. Like,
couldn't have said it better.
how do we feel? How do we feel about that?
Well, it's funny you should put it that way because I walked in and the place was jammed. This is room now, but this is my first time, and I don't really have the knowing that this lovely lady has, because she has a daughter, and
Yes.
and I thought, well, what am I going to? This is spectacular. No, it really is, to see the youth so involved in all the different things, and I felt very welcomed. They, really glad the mayor's here. I said I'm happy to be here.
Yes, obviously, I love it.
I just really feel blessed to have been a part of this. I think it's a really nice, especially with it being the end of the year, and we've all had to wear masks for most of the year this year.
Our faces are out.
And to be able to see people again, it really is. To me, it's just so great. At the end of the year now, we're coming to the end.
It's wonderful because we're so multicultural here in this community, and so learning about each other's culture is really critical. And in public schools, that's where we learn to get along with each other and to value each other's cultures and customs. And so it's really critical. So for me, it's part of public education.
I love it, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for everything you do as well.
Oh, you're certainly welcome.
Thank you.
I love the school district.
Deaf culture stems from being deaf. It's more than just it's not a nationality, but they still have their own culture and cultural experience.
So much free food.
Why? Obviously, I feel like we're here for extra credit. Are we? No, we're here for the food.
Here for the Jesus Club.
Jesus Club. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe that the word is living and active and is able to speak truth from God straight to us.
We all know you're here for extra credit.
We are.
Okay, what?
And for the free food.
Oh, and the free food. So what class are we here for getting that extra credit with?
English. McLaughlin.
CP English too.
English. Okay, we're trying to get those A's. We're walking around, right? So what's our favorite part of tonight so far?
I like the music. Music's pretty good.
Heritage is basically, it's because that's where we got our name from, Michoacanas, because most of our parents are from Michoacan, and we've been doing this for since 2016, so 5-6 years.
Can you explain to me what this dish is?
It's like a sweet rice pudding, and then we have toppings. It tastes really good with cinnamon and raisins, but you could also use walnuts, coconut. It's just sweet and liquidy and
I love it. Yeah. Okay, Korean culture. Okay.
Everybody clap right now.
Yeah. Okay. So explain to me about your table. Oh my God, BTS.
That's not BTS.
Who is it?
It's a photo of BTS, but that's Twice.
I'm sorry. Troy.
Yes, it is Twice.
Oh, Twice. Okay. Explain to me a bit about your culture. What do you want people to know? And what do we have here today? This looks insanely good.
Okay, so we are representing the Korean Culture Club today, as well as Korean culture as a whole. We have, of course, the wonderful South Korean flag, as well as a bunch of food.
Okay, explain to me the fit. I love it. Like,
I'm wearing traditional Korean clothes called a hanbok. It's very old.
okay.
I'm running.
Can I get a leg? Hey! Oh!
Taekwondo belt.
Oh. Are
Yeah.
you specialized in Taekwondo?
Yeah, I got a black belt when I was like 6.
Oh. That's impressive. Yeah, can I see a little?
Yeah, let's see.
Oh.
There you go. So we made umarai with raspberry, which is traditional. We also had crème pâtissière earlier with the.
Oh, you have such a good accent. That was insane. Are you fluent?
It is also an opportunity for everyone.
Madam Dunn, she's good. That's insane. Oh my. What should people know about like the French culture and about France?
Walks of life right here.
Yummy food.
How great is it that our city's human relations?
Merci, de rien.
Jamaican culture is super rich because a lot of people think it's an island in the Caribbean with a predominantly black population. It's poor. No. Jamaica is very rich.
So I'm also on Bridges, and I love Culture Night, and I'm half Filipino, so I decided to do a little activity. So what they're making is called perol. It's kind of an inspired perol thing because the real perols are huge, gigantic stars that we hang up at Christmas time. Filipinos are really, really religious, so it's supposed to represent the star that the 3 wise men followed.
I don't think there's been that many people in the library at once, ever. Well, we've reached the end of this short episode. You know what? I'm going to bring back one last segment. For the first time in 2 years, we're bringing back the only segment that matters.
Hall Talk.
Hall Talk, to answer the one question people need to know. Who asked? As I set out upon the high school grounds, I decided that, well, while I was out and about, I'd ask people some questions along the way, seeing as this is Hall Talk. As much as I hate social interaction, I decided it was worth the cause. You! Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Do you know who asked? And do you know where they are?
No, I'm sorry. I really don't.
You don't?
No.
Thank you for your time. Excuse me? What school bathrooms do you use? Like, what building bathrooms do you use?
My home.
He holds it in all day.
You don't poop at school or anything?
Never.
Do you wear diapers?
Maybe.
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
Solid. So is poo. Excuse me? Do you know who asked and where I can find them?
No.
You don't at all? Can you give me any clues? I'm trying to find them right now.
Person told me
Do you know?
It was her.
It was her?
Yeah.
You! What school bathrooms do you use? Like, what building bathrooms?
Where do you drop your shit?
You know the building over there? There's like the theater building, right?
Yeah.
I go there. It's the most
Those are
cleanest.
the cleanest
It's the
ones?
cleanest ones,
That's
yeah.
where it's at, right? Yeah. Do you know who asked?
Yeah,
Who? Where can I find them?
right there.
Really? You? Do you know who asked?
That way.
They went that way? Okay. Are there teachers you're gonna like miss though?
No, none of them.
You're not gonna miss any teachers?
Except for Anthony, Mr. And you too, Spencer.
I'm a good teacher, right?
Yeah, like the best.
I've taught you like everything I know.
Everything.
Not that much.
And you too. I love the cameraman.
He kind of sucks. She's cracked. She's cranking 90s. Currently in search of who asked. Do you know where they are or where I could find them? J building? Hall Talk's back! Do you know who asked and like where I could find them by any chance?
They just took off that way.
They went that way?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I just saw them! Wow. Just like that, I have to say goodbye to you all. And I have to say, this group of seniors, and really everyone, is truly special. I will miss being a part of this. But until next time, that's all for today, Oilers. And remember, if you ever feel useless, just know they have lifeguards at the Olympic swimming events.